The Bates story has been developing rapidly. We're dissecting every second of today's video. The delicate, the fashionable, the startling, and the just unforgettable. I promise you'll want to watch through to the very end, regardless of whether you came for the heart-stopping updates, the family turmoil, or the baby hugs. To ensure you don't miss any Bates updates, please click the bell, like, and subscribe before we get started. Bates, Carlin, to be honest, it's making us all feel good to see Stuart living in what admirers are referring to as the ideal baby bubble. A few days after giving birth to her adorable daughter Navy Kate, Carlin posted a movie that sent Instagram into a frenzy. Imagine this. Before putting their little arms around their baby sister, Leia and Zayd snuggled up on the bed and whispered to one another as if they were planning the loveliest secret in the world. The deal was cemented with the text overlay. Dreamed. All of my desires were fulfilled. What a heartstopper. Calling it the finest sibling bond they've ever witnessed. Fans showered the comments with loving emojis. Evan couldn't help but join in, calling it the little whisper moment that made him melt. However, Carlin didn't end there. She gave everyone an inside look at Navy Kate's first visit to the pediatrician in her stories. The infant passed with flying colors, dressed from head to toe in a warm white knit. Carlin looked like the radiant mother she was, wearing a bright red sweatsuit that matched her daughter's blanket exactly. Naturally, Evan was next to her, taking photos like a proud father who thinks he's succeeding at life. The cutest turn of events was revealed by big sister Leia, who Carlin admitted feels quite uncomfortable about leaving the house since she doesn't want to spend even a single moment apart from Navy Kate. I'm not sure what else exudes protective big sis vibes if that doesn't. She was photographed holding the infant and caressing her small forehead as though to reassure her. "Don't worry, I've got you." As if it couldn't get much cuter, Carlin revealed a candid photo of Evan kneeling next to the bed and cradling Navy Kate tenderly. "Watching you become a father is my favorite," she captioned the photo. Let's hear the collective swan of all the supporters. Carlin is giving us a front row seat to the most adorable phase of her life. From idyllic dreams to chaotic real life and back again. Bates Nation is unable to get enough, based on the response. Over the past few days, Aaron Bates has had followers waiting impatiently for him to go from neonatal joy to a struggle for survival. Aaron's narrative took a terrifying turn right when the Bates family should have been celebrating the birth of baby number 7. Aaron was taken to the intensive care unit (ICU). In septic shock after a severe UTI turned into a kidney infection. Updates from her husband, Chad, came in for weeks. The post that shocked everyone, however, came next. Even though Erin has returned home, she is still unable to use her right leg. It was all in the picture. Chad pushing his wheelchair-bound wife. With a grateful smile that concealed how difficult the fight has been, Erin held infant Henry in his arms. She posted a raw caption. "Even though I still don't have function in my right leg and we don't have all the answers, we are choosing to be grateful for everything, especially the gift of being together once more." Fans were both relieved and devastated after becoming worried about Chad's quiet. Bible passages, prayers, and words of optimism flooded social media. Lawson and Michaela, among other siblings, hurried to join her. Lawson even shared on social media that he took a red-eye flight specifically to see his sister. Tiffany Bates sent Aaron's daughters pictures of the family coming together in typical Bates fashion, but the underlying message was obvious. Everyone is still quite concerned. Erin continued to display her fortitude even when she was in the hospital. In a brief video, she was seen lying in bed with monitors and IVs all about her while giving baby Henry a gentle nose kiss. "With tears in our eyes, we are thanking the Lord that we are on the road to recovery," Chad captioned the photo. "Heaven has undoubtedly heard your prayers." Her tiny trembling during the video was instantly picked up by fans, leading to additional inquiries on her health. Erin's future mobility is currently unknown, but she is more confident than ever because to the overwhelming support from Bates Nation. It serves as a sobering reminder that even in families who are renowned for their happiness and significant occasions, crises can happen at any time. And watchers everywhere are keeping a careful eye on things in the hopes that this chapter will conclude with healing. Next, Get your tissues ready because Katie Bates Clark just gave birth to one of those heart-stopping milestones. Yes, in the cutest way imaginable. The little boy who fans have watched grow from a squishy newborn to a cheeky nearly 1-year-old recently leveled up. With the most relatable caption ever, Katie set the scene on Instagram. It seems like I was holding my newborn only yesterday, and he's almost 1 now. I'm attempting to savor each moment. And she treasured it. Wearing his best outfit, Harvey walked right inside the salon, sat down in a bright yellow car-shaped chair, and expertly clutched the driving wheel. He was wrapped in a crimson fire engine cape by the stylist. All of a sudden, this was no typical appointment. It was a big family gathering. As Big Sister Hi encouraged her younger brother. Travis was there, grinning like the proud father he is. Katie caught the action. Highly clapped with pride, referring to her as the most proud sis in the adorable photo that left followers in awe. Harvey also departed with an official certificate of my first haircut, complete with dates, pictures, and even a small bit of hair hidden away for the memory box, since no milestone is complete without mementos. The day ended on the happiest note as Harvey, sporting his new appearance, smiled broadly and enjoyed a lollipop outside the store. Fans show their affection by calling him a little gentleman and complimenting Katie for savoring each moment as she joked about how it felt to have a new cut. Additionally, Josie Bates Baca chose to give supporters a full-on pregnant fashion moment, in contrast to some Bates updates that focus on milestones and health struggles. Let's just say that the girl succeeded. 6 months into her pregnancy, Josie transformed a routine get-together with me into a runway-worthy debut that had fans giddy with anticipation. Her comfortable robe and the straightforward on-screen statement, "Dress the bump with me, 6 months pregnant," set the scene. Then the change occurred. Josie wore a loose, carefree, and effortlessly stylish white button-down shirt over her expanding bump. However, the focal point of her ensemble was a striking green Yankees cap that was perfectly angled, adding a dash of athletic flair that exuded self-assurance. She continued after that. Blue jeans and strappy green heels brought the entire ensemble together, while gold hoops and a glittering initial necklace offered a subtle glam touch. In the comment section, fans went crazy exclaiming, "Josie is still humble, walking with sunshine and obsessing over her bold shoe choice," with a flood of green heart emojis. Josie then used candid family photos to tone down the glitz. She was seen holding her toddler in one picture. The cap is now reading a mother in a cheeky way. Another used her bump-in display to take a mirror selfie. An adorable outside photo with spouse Kelton was the icing on the cake. He wore an apron by William Sonoma. Josie, still looking stunning, demonstrated that this was not merely a staged photo shoot but rather real life. From multicolored teddy bears held by her children to lattes and wacky spectacles, Josie was able to conflate daily motherhood with influencer style. And for that very reason, her supporters are unable to turn away. Lydia Bates provided readers a glimpse into her daily family life to cap off this flurry of Bates updates. In all honesty, that could be the most charming chapter. Put polished reels and orchestrated picture shoots out of your mind. This was unvarnished, authentic, and filled with those fleeting moments that give her admirers the impression that they are in the same living room as her. Let's start with her infant daughter's first belly laugh. Through the screen you can see eyes gleaming, cheeks glowing, and that contagious grin that makes you laugh too. Fans praised it as pure sunshine in a baby, and couldn't get enough. The post that left everyone in awe followed. A close-up of those large brown eyes set against a lovely pink ruffle dress. Lydia acknowledged that she is totally enamored. And so is the entire fan community, based on the comment section. As if it couldn't be any cuter, Lydia posted a picture of her siblings. Beside her younger brother, who already appeared to be going into protective mode, her baby girl was contentedly seated on the couch. Conversations regarding sibling love and family ties were sparked by fans' observations of how quickly the Bates children appear to grow up. It wasn't really dramatic. It was not staged. It was just plain family fun. And occasionally, supporters need to see just that. For the Bates family, the last several days have been quite the journey. While little Navy Cape warmed hearts with first checkups and sibling embraces, we watched Carlin revel in the glory of newborn life. Harvey's first haircut was photographed by Katie, complete with mementos and proud sister Haley encouraging him. By fusing mom life experiences with bump style, Josie transformed her maternity clothing into a full-fledged fashion statement. We were all in prayer during Erin's health battle as she demonstrates unwavering resilience in the face of uncertainty by relying on her family and faith following septic shock. And Lydia concluded by reminding us why fans return with her sibling love, laughing and large brown eyes. To ensure you don't miss any updates, hit the bell, like, and subscribe buttons. And believe me, you won't want to miss what the Bates family has in store for you.